Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
How's it going, guys? Alright, man. I know it's been such a long time since I did this show. Now it might feel even longer because indeed I did check out the last episode, but honestly, it was kind of terrible. The Waldo moment. This is the one I'm talking about here. The episode. It felt like it was a totally different show, man. I was so confused. So I checked it out. Just normally, I recorded my reaction. By the time I got to the end of it, I was just like, ugh. Like, I don't know, man. I just thought it didn't need its own upload, and that I'll just scrap it. Basically, we're kind of seeing something similar play out in real life, if you know what I mean. It just wasn't the greatest episode, and I felt like it was more of like, okay, I checked it out. That's good enough. I don't think I need to put any more effort into making this like the next upload. Let's move on to this episode. Now, this is part of season 2, but it's a special, so like a Christmas special. Yeah, I'm hoping this is gonna be back on track, back to what I'm used to. But yeah, I think that's all I need to say, man. Let's get right into it. I'm excited.
Just getting into that. What are you doing?
John Hamm.
Mashed potatoes. We're doing Christmas. Come on, what has it been? 5 years? How many sentences have you said to me? 3?
5 years.
It's a job, not a jail.
Often one and the same thing. Hold on, just finding out who they are.
That's kind of creepy, man.
The guy on a horse?
Yeah, like 20 minutes ago, this guy,
Osha,
shirtless, riding a horse down the high street.
and Tonks.
Really?
Yeah, honestly.
This is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi.
I would go for
Now
Jennifer
focus
as
on
well.
Amy, and we'll do that funny material that we worked on. So they would, most times, sort of lean in, naturally. People want to be noticed. They don't like to be shut out. It makes them feel invisible. But this girl seemed content with being ignored.
Sorry. No.
On his first run. His first
Just say
bloody
yes.
run.
Yes.
She's got... Does she have a coach as well, maybe?
Hey. You okay in there?
Oh, wow, what is that?
Fuck them is what it is. A big glass of fuck them.
Fuck who?
Always saying what to do, half saying one thing, half saying another. The talk. The constant talk.
This isn't good. I'm not getting tits, am I?
I stopped taking the pills they said I should take because
Oh, she's like...
they dulled
act-
the sound. Always they've spoken to me. Always there. I know you hear them too. I saw you talking to them.
No, they're real people. These are real people.
No such thing as real people.
Harry, get out of there now.
She's poisoned
It's like
him.
a club. It's a club where we meet girls and they talk us
No
through.
one understands me either.
She murdered him.
Mercy killing, she'd say.
So when did you find out about this? I mean, when did you know that this had happened?
It's out on a newscast, I think. Wipe and destroy everything, okay? Everything. Now, go.
What's your story, bro?
I didn't want to be surrounded by reminders.
Well, that's going to wreck my portfolio, just what I needed. Don't know what I'm going to do about that. Oh God, more messages. I'll never clear this inbox.
This is a great cast, man. John Hamm,
Constant
Una.
admin. Just time for a little snack.
Oh my god, oh my god, what's happening? Excuse me, oh my god! That's me! That's me, oh my god! Where am I? I don't know what's happening. I don't
Out of
know
body
what's
experience?
happening to me. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
You don't need sleep. Ready to go to work?
Oh, no, I'm not. Definitely not doing that.
Okay, well, have 6 months.
No, wait!
No, bro,
The
that's
trick
not
of it
cool.
lay in breaking them without letting them snap completely.
That's slavery.
It's a little melodramatic, isn't it?
No, she thought she was real.
But she wasn't.
It's barbaric.
It wasn't really real, so it wasn't really barbaric.
Go on.
Dad never liked me. He never liked me.
Oh, did he kill?
I'll care for you.
They used this song in another episode.
You can run
What
around.
episode was it? What episode was it?
Really? You're telling him that?
She doesn't seem happy.
Another one bites the dust.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a test. Oh, it's not his baby, is it?
Beth?
It's not yours, man. Could be the Asian dude,
Christ.
maybe?
It doesn't suit our plans.
Stop, or I'll block you.
Don't you dare.
No, we can talk tomorrow. Just please stop.
Don't you fucking dare. Cut it off! Can't take the Z-eyes out.
And it doesn't just block them, it blocks every image of them.
So every memory I had of her was vandalized.
Watching the kid grow up, you know?
That's kind of heartbreaking, man.
There's been a few
It's that
months
show.
since I'd been.
Lab Gatak, just 18, on his way to his first job interview. Like Bethany Gray, a young mother who'd only recently started.
Hello, darling.
I knew it.
I think you should go.
Or he's gonna kill him.
I want to see my daughter. You have no daughter here! Ah! Where's that clock? Who's that clock?
Then what happened? Tell me.
Just left.
Oh, I think this might.
What is this place?
Oh, I know what's going on.
What do we do here? Our job, the job.
Joe, stay with me. What did they say? What did they say?
She went out to go and get help. Oh. God forgive me.
So you confess? Just let it out.
I confessed. I confessed.
This is all a setup.
It wasn't really 70 minutes. Not to him. When he was first ingested, I tweaked the time preferences. Then it seemed like 5 years from his perspective. Some might say that 5 years with me is punishment enough.
You're free to go, Mr. Trent. With some caveats.
Caveats.
You'll be on the register.
What register?
The one for peeping Tom pervs.
All I did was help some lonely guys by providing a service.
An illegal service.
You also failed to report a murder.
What does it mean, this register?
It means you're blocked
By who?
by everyone.
No. Oh, he shows up as a red silhouette.
No, leave him on for Christmas.
It's a nightmare. Alright, man, see, now that episode, that is a Black Mirror I remember. It brought back that really unsettling, creepy tone, man. Yeah, you know, that's what I really like about the show. The last episode kind of lost it a bit in terms of that feeling. But damn, this episode was good, man. It was so good. Let's talk about the ending there. You know, talk about torture. What about Christmas music on loop for some crazy amount of time? That is torture, man. That is some insane type of torture. I feel really, really bad for both of them, Joe and John Hamm's character. Fuck, what's his name? Honestly, man, both of them, I felt so bad for them. Like, especially Joe. Holy shit. So I was actually really, really happy to see John Hamm. I really like him. I loved Mad Men. He was absolutely amazing as Don Draper in Mad Men. That's one of the shows that's really high up on my list. I loved him in that. So it was really, really cool to see him in this, man. And I think that might be the first major American actor they have on the show, or they've had on this show. I felt it was great casting, getting John Hamm for this role. Beginning of the episode, like most Black Mirror episodes, it kind of starts you off in a state of confusion. Like, you don't know what the hell's going on. I kind of felt like Joe, because Joe didn't know what the hell's going on. He's thinking he's just on some kind of gig, and just isolated from everyone else, him and John Hamm's character. And I thought that as well. I'm like, ooh, this is cool. So these two are like outsiders, or they just couldn't take society anymore, and they decide to take this job that takes them far away from society. By the end of the episode, it was all clear that it's a setup, and it's actually John Hamm. Sorry, I'm just gonna call him John Hamm. I can't remember his name in the show. John Hamm is trying to get this guy to confess, and in return he gets to go free. But there's a catch, right? We'll get to that. All right, staying on John Hamm. So he starts to tell Joe his story. And man, he's a bit of a slime ball, isn't he? So he basically runs like this group of guys that kind of sign up, and he's kind of like a dating help guy, how to pick up girls, as he put it. And basically all of them take turns going out in the field, and as he said, in the field assistants. So all of them take turns going out, and the rest of the squad is checking it out on live stream. So a lot of creepy stuff going on here, man. First of all, these people are getting live streamed, and they have no idea. Like, they have no idea that there's 8-9 guys just checking them out live right now. Also, he was looking up the info on demand. So again, man, really creepy. None of these people have given consent to be live streamed. I feel like that was highly unethical and creepy. Really creepy, actually. And of course, it's illegal. As later on they mentioned in the episode at the police station, that it's illegal. This kind of thing is illegal. So he was kind of running it on the DL. And at one point, the younger guy, again, I can't remember his name. He actually felt that this isn't right. This isn't what he wants to do anymore. Like, he felt like this has gone too far for him to be streaming. John Hamm had like tactics on how to break them down, how to figure out each different personality type. But Jennifer, another major actor that I know from other shows, she's from Harry Potter as Tonks, Osha from Game of Thrones. So it was cool to see her as well. Her character was a little bit different, private social media. He couldn't really go into her Facebook and any other type of social media. And she was a tough cookie, tough one to crack. At one point I thought maybe even Jennifer has like a coach in her ear talking to her. So I thought maybe it's one of those things where both of them have like coaches. But no, man, she was like legitimately local. Like, she was super schizo. She kind of walks in on the guy, and she sees him talking, but he's actually legitimately talking to people. So she took it as, oh, he's like me. So, you know, right then and there, she decided that she's gonna call him home. Whoa, man. But yeah, man, things took a turn, and this guy ends up dying. So of course, John Hamm kind of freaks out, and he's telling these people to, like, you know, get rid of everything. And he lands himself in a hole, man. And you know, this takes me to the next point of the show, the whole concept of blocking someone. Just imagine how depressing that must be to get blocked like that in real life. Someone that's your significant other. That's exactly what happens to John Hamm. His wife, she's like fed up. She's like, nope, I'm gonna block you. And throughout the episode, I get to see John Hamm's character kind of try to get himself out of this situation by drawing a confession from Joe. At one point, John Hamm's character is telling Joe about his actual profession. You know, this crazy concept of replicating your conscience entirely. You know, I feel like maybe these clients didn't understand it completely because it entirely replicates it. You know, this cookie legitimately believe that they are that person. So to them, time goes exactly how it should. You know, it's not going faster, it's not going slower. To them, everything is still real, regardless of them being a copy of it. This copy believes that they are real, man. So they think like a real person, and time goes by like it does in real life for them. So again, man, highly unethical in my opinion. You know, John Hamm's character kind of throws it out as, oh, it wasn't real, so it wasn't barbaric. No, man, I beg to differ, because Joe even mentions, you know, but it thought it was real, so this is like torture, man. This is barbaric. I agree, it is, man. And he was so heartless and just puts on 6 months, you know, on that little timer thing. To him, it was like nothing, but to her, it was actually 6 months of being stuck in this open space, nothing to do, man, going almost crazy. Again, man, I think that's super unethical. You know, regardless of how it happened, you know, the replication process, the moment this copy thinks it's real and has the exact same thinking as the human counterpart, it's, you know, it's the same thing, man. And I do believe that's like torture, man, to be stuck in there for like 6 months. And you know, throughout the episode, you could tell John Hamm's character is not the most ethical. So Joe's story was about him and his wife. You know, he thought their marriage was good, like he thought they were good together. You know, that's his side of things. But you know, it was clear that his wife is not happy, like, at all. You can see in her face that she's not happy. She's always throwing back the drinks. Super reckless of her, because later on I find out that she's pregnant. So kind of shitty that she was doing that on purpose, even after knowing she's pregnant. So yeah, she was unhappy. That was clear. Let's fast forward and bring in the big shocker that she was cheating on him. And it was the Asian friend. Okay, so this next thing I'm gonna say, I'm kind of looking forward to the responses to this. I'm not sure if it's just me or if other people agree, but she was being really, really bitchy, man. You know, she's the one who's cheated on him, and she was being incredibly reckless. You know, about drinking even after knowing that she's pregnant. Of course, Joe did not like that she didn't want the baby. He called her a bitch. You know, he said, "You're a cold bitch." You know, and he calls her out for that. He's like, "That's a kid that you're gonna kill," and she, you know, freaks out. She's like, "That's not fair," and she blocks him. So at that point, I thought, okay, a little bit of a block, take some time off, you know, come back to it and talk about it. No, it turns into a permanent block, man. She never unblocks him. It was kind of heartbreaking to see Joe go through this, man. I get that she felt bad that she's cheated on him, but I feel like this, you know, the whole permanent block and not even giving him a chance, you know, to see what he's gonna say about this. You know, he couldn't apologize, he couldn't make amends, he couldn't help her, and I did get the feeling that maybe he would still help her, yeah, even though it might not be his baby, because he was excited about the prospect of a baby. But no, man, she permanently blocked him, no contact. Just imagine what a person is gonna go through if that happens to them. And, you know, at this point, he has no clue that it's not his kid. So that is insane, man. That is crazy. I firmly believe she was being really shitty. You know, I'm sure people might disagree and get mad, or it's all cool, man. Everyone has their opinions. I feel like she was being a bitch. Because I'm sorry, man, but at the end of the day, she's the one who cheated. But it's him who has to pay for this by suffering through this eternal block. Well, not eternal, but like, you know, a permanent block. And she never even told him that it's not his kid. At least tell him it's not his kid, man. So he doesn't spend years thinking that it's his kid, man. You know, and then it turned into a legal restraining order, and now he could get in actual shit if he gets near her. So I'm on Joe's side here. He wasn't the most perfect man. He was a little bit shitty as well, but I feel like it was a really shitty move on her end. End it off, tell the guy it wasn't his kid. Just break it off, it's over. Instead, she kind of puts him through hell, man. That's, for me, no, that doesn't fly. And as Joe is telling Jon Hamm about this whole story, and how he couldn't even see his kid's face, then he brings up that she died. But as he told Jon Hamm about, his wife dying, for the first time, for a split second, you can see that Jon Hamm, even though he knew this is all fake, this is not the real Joe, he legitimately, for a split second, he felt bad, man. He's like, sorry. He kind of looks at him and he's like, I'm sorry. You can see in his face, in the acting, that at that point, Jon Hamm's character was actually, he felt sad for him, he felt pity for him. Even though earlier on it was established that Jon Hamm does not give a shit. He made it clear that these things are not real, so it's not barbaric, it's not torture. But, in that moment, he actually did feel bad for Joe, even though it wasn't the real Joe. But yeah, man, by the end of it, he got the confession, and Joe was pretty much fucked, man. He thinks he's a real person, so he's being tortured. A minute in real life is going to be 1,000 years inside, so a complete lack of mercy, a complete lack of empathy, and that takes me into Jon Hamm's punishment. Holy shit. So he did his job, he got the confession, and they told him that he gets to just go, he's free. But there's a catch. They said he has to be on the register. And what is this register? It's basically like a sex offender register. Being on this register means that you're blocked by everyone. Holy shit. Dude, I would take jail. I would take prison over that any day. Any day. That is a... Oh my god, imagine that. Just imagine... and that opens a whole new problem, because now he might potentially be subjected to mob justice, because, they showed that one shot of the guy picking up the globe. And he saw the red silhouette, so you saw that look on his face. I got the feeling that he's gonna throw it at him. They didn't show that, but you know what I mean? Like, if you see a red silhouette, you know what it means. So mob justice, man. He was definitely physically gonna get harmed throughout his life, throughout the rest of his life. No human contact. Basically, you're the last man on the planet. You're basically by yourself, and these silhouettes are going to be really aggressive towards you because they see your red silhouette. So I would take jail, I would take prison over that any day, man. That would be like torture for the rest of your life. Yeah, yes, these people have done bad things. Joe accidentally killed the grandpa. I don't think he meant to kill the grandpa. He was an older gentleman, so that blow to the head killed him. And Jon Hamm, even though he was sleazy and a bit of a slime ball, he didn't mean for the kid, the young guy, to die. I feel like these punishments are not fitting the crime, man. I feel like it was really harsh. Some Easter eggs from past episodes. There was that one guy. His username was I Am Waldo. That song was from 15 Million Merits. He was singing that song on the talent show. So it was cool to see these Easter eggs from past episodes. One more thing, man. Some really cool foreshadowing. Joe is like, well, this is a job. It's not meant to be jail. This is in the beginning of the episode. And Jon Hamm says, more often than not, it's mostly the same thing. Or something along those lines. So, some foreshadowing there that Joe is thinking that this is just a job, but indeed he is in jail. And Jon Hamm knows this. And he kind of, alludes to this, in a cheeky manner. Guys, yeah, I gotta say, that was a really, really good episode of the show. Was it the best episode of the show so far? Just might be. It was really good, man. I thought that was really phenomenal. Fantastic episode. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys thought. I know there might be some differing opinions on this. I had some strong opinions in this, especially about Joe's wife, who I really felt was super unfair to Joe in the manner she treated him. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought. If you're on social media, I have Twitter, Instagram, I'm on Patreon. Thank you once again to all my amazing patrons. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Alright guys, thanks for dropping by. Take it easy.